Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Legend of Korra Season 3, Episode 13, the last one of this Season 3. I just watched Episode 12. If you want to see my reaction videos about it, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. It was a great episode. I cried during it, and I warned you in the intro why I was so emotional during this episode. I knew it, I knew that it was gonna happen because I know myself. And today it's that kind of day, it's that kind of mood. I'm tired because I didn't sleep a lot and I'm beginning to be sick. So you know, I'm into that weird mood when you know that you're gonna be sick but you're not fully sick, and I'm tired, and I know myself when I'm like that. I know that I'm an emotional person and that I can be really emotional during that kind of day, that kind of mood. I'm even more emotional, like I'm not crying more, I'm just emotional quicker, you know, like it's really I can switch from one emotion to another. And that's why during the last episode, during one moment, 1 minute, I was mad and I was making the bad fingers to the screen. Minute after that, I was crying. No. No, there is no balance with my emotions during that kind of day, that kind of mood. It's like that. I warned you in intro and it happened during the episode. It didn't surprise me. I hope that it didn't surprise you neither. And right there, it's the final episode. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the same. So many things need to happen during this episode, like we need to have Zuko, he was not there during the last one. Maybe Toph also, because they didn't mention Toph during this season for not showing her during it. It would be weird, you know, to just mention her at one moment to make us wait for the season 4 to show her. And even more because I know that this show, you know, it was one season after one season, like they were not sure to have a season 4, so for me she has to come at some point. Tough, we'll see. We need to release the Airbenders. The fact that they threatened to kill all of the Airbenders, to commit a genocide again against the Airbenders. The fact that they destroyed the Air Temple, I know it's not the only one into the whole world, but still, the fact that they destroyed it, what it means, what it represents, I'm really mad and I'm really sad because of that. It's awful for me. And I think even more because I'm considering myself as one of the air people, you know, as an airbender. I saw that during Avatar The Last Airbender, you know, that I was more close to the airbender community, and the more I progressed into Avatar The Last Airbender and also now into The Legend of Korra, and the more I had a confirmation about it because of their principles of life, because of the way that they are living, because of a lot of things about them. So I'm an airbender. I was so glad to have the airbenders back. That was so unexpected for me. And I saw how emotional and proud I was to have airbenders and to have the temples full of airbenders. So really for me to have this temple destroyed, it's not just bothering me, you know, it's really making me mad and sad. But it's like that. Now we have to release the airbenders. They are trying to poison Korra. I don't know what they want to do with her. Really, you have to give us an explanation about that. The only theory that I have about what is happening right there with Zaire and his group is the fact that for me, Zaire is into a personal quest, and he said to his group that it was something related to their principles, you know, to the Red Lotus, to the fact that they want to free people and all. I think that they are all sincere with that, with this intention that they have. I'm not saying that it's okay or not, I'm saying that they are sincere with it. But I think that Zaire he has another quest also in mind, another motive to do all of that. And that's why during the last episode, the two older ones, you know, they were surprised by what the year was saying, the fact that now we can fly, like they never heard anything about the guru or something like that. What do they want to do with Korra right now? I don't know. I understood why they wanted to kidnap her when she was a kid, but now that the portals are totally opened and on, why do you want to have her? What can she do to help you right there with your quest of freeing people and all? Really, you want to free people and at the same time it's okay for you to commit a genocide or to threaten people to commit a genocide. It's the same for me, like, no. Bolin can lava bend. That was so cool. So you were not a metal bender, you were a lava bender. You had that into you since the beginning. That's what you felt, and that's why you were trying so much to be a metal bender, because you knew that you could do something else, and it was lava bending. It's so great. And like I said, in fact, it's maybe logical with the fact that, you know, he has a family with a firebender and an earthbender. The fact that he can lava bend, something which is a mix between earth and fire. Maybe it's logical, in fact. For me, we need to have so many stuff during this episode, it's insane. A lot of explanations, but also a lot of action moments. Like, I want also Tenzin to have a revenge moment. Like, during the last episodes, he lost so much during this fight, and this fight was so unfair and all. Like, I want him also to have his revenge. I don't know how they can put that in only 20 minutes. I hope that they're not gonna do like at the end of the season 2, and they're not gonna conclude a lot of things really quickly and without giving any explanations. Like, I'm not gonna be okay with another final episode like Jinora coming from nowhere, how we don't know, with the light that she found where we don't know, and she... I know a lot of you have explanations about it. You told me all of your explanations on the comments of that final episode of the season 2. I get why it's enough for you, these explanations. It's working well for you, but try also to understand that for me, it can't be enough. That I can't accept that when I know that these writers, they can do better, they can do more than that. I can't accept that they are implying stuff but not really, and in fact it's the viewers who are making all of the job of finding the explanations. That kind of day, that kind of mood, without any filter, you know, today. I didn't answer to you, to these comments, you know, on the final of the episode 2, because again, it's your explanations and I understand them and why they are working for you. And I don't have to repeat that. For me it's not enough. I already said it on videos, and responding to your comments right there, it would be just, you know, debating about something like, I'm not gonna change my mind, you're not gonna change your mind, and in fact no one is right or wrong, you know, about it. It's just a question of opinion, not of facts or stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Like always, if you want to have a Patreon on which you can have the episodes earlier, we have 4 episodes of advance for the Legend of Korra. It's a lot, with extended or full action part. For the last episode, I think that I'm gonna put the full action part. For this one, normally it's gonna be the same, but check the description to be sure of it. It's the best way to support me. If you can't, you can support me still right there on YouTube by subscribing, liking, commenting. Little by little, it's gonna help me with YouTube and all of that to deal better with YouTube. For now, it's not the case, but little by little it can help me. Let's go for this episode of The Legend of Korra to finish this season. Are we gonna have Zuko? Are we gonna have Zuko talking with Spirit Iroh? Are we gonna have Toph? Are we gonna have a reunion with Katara? Are we gonna have the past lives back? Yes, I didn't give up. Yes, I read also all of your comments telling me that I have to give up. No, I'm not gonna do it. They said the word. She lost the connection. They were not destroyed. It was not these words that the writers used. They used the words lost the connection, not were destroyed, not just disappeared forever. No! That kind of mood, that kind of thing. Let's go for this episode 13.
Once we administer this poison, your body will naturally react,
Oh.
forcing you into the avatar state in an effort to keep you alive. When we dispatch you in the avatar state, the cycle will end. We will return to the true balance of natural order. Your name will echo throughout history. Korra, the last avatar.
It's not gonna happen. The past lives were already lost. You want to destroy the cycle?
Why isn't she staying in the avatar state? Give it time.
She's fighting it, yes.
I told you, Korra.
Amon?
The world doesn't need you anymore. Time of the avatar is over, Korra. You're too weak to resist, and I'm strong. There's no use.
All of the ones who tried to destroy the avatar.
Let go.
Oh, her face. Good girl.
I don't know how we ended up here in daycare while everyone else gets to watch the Avatar being destroyed. I can hold a bowl of poison.
Come on, Opal.
What do you think you're doing?
Woo! Yes! They are saving themselves and you are saving them also.
You're alive! I can't believe it! Why? Just because I was blown out of the sky and fell hundreds of feet down a cliff?
We have to get these two out of there now. They don't look so good.
All of Aang's kids are not feeling okay. No! Good, Korra, good. I don't want them to die, but good, Korra, good. Oh, music is cool. Careful, careful!
I was just remembering the last time we fought.
Well, a lot has changed since then.
Aha!
So that
You're moving an entire mountain with you? Well done. Oh, the poison!
There haven't been this many airbenders in one place for a long time either.
Mm.
We have power together.
You're a good leader, Jinora. I really think so. That you can be also a good teacher and all, like... Oh guys, I'm proud of you. That's my airbenders.
you have no water. It's over.
Not yet.
She has water now.
Now it's over.
Out, 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 out. We love these two fighting together.
I'm going down today. You're coming with me!
Protect! Protect! Okay, it's working also. With that, both of them, they just died. No, I believe in second chance and in redemption. Why not also for them?
Poison has done its work. The avatar cycle will be over momentarily.
It could be. No. Somebody come back, you know. Like the Avatar state is gonna be saved because of the return of the Airbenders. I want Aang to see that. She's okay, she's gonna be okay, she's okay, she's gonna be okay.
What are you laughing about?
You're too late. The Red Lotus has won.
You can save her.
You have
The poison
mad
is
eyes.
metallic.
Jinora is saving us each time.
No! No!
Yes, 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 shut up, shut up, shut up.
It's only been 2 weeks. You need time to heal.
You do. Oh, you look depressed.
Let's just try to enjoy this today. For Jinora. You're right.
For Jinora?
Okay.
Is she gonna become a master? You in a wheelchair? You need time, you just need time. Jinora, you're gonna become a master.
I'd like to officially welcome you back to Republic City. I know that the last time we saw each other, it didn't end on the best terms.
You can
But I
say
won't
that.
thank you. I'm just saying, with the Earth Kingdom in complete disarray since the loss of the Queen, we still don't know how many Red Lotus members might be out there, hiding. Exactly.
True.
With the world getting more and more dangerous, we need the Avatar now more than ever. Jinora, come forward.
Jinora, you're gonna become a master. Are you?
Today we welcome the first airbending
Without
master in a generation, and I couldn't be more proud of my daughter. Jinora never gave up hope. Thanks to her leadership, I see a very bright future for the Air Nation. Of course, there would be no Air Nation without Avatar Korra. She is even willing to lay down her own life in order to protect ours. No way we can ever repay her for all she's done. But we can follow her example of service and sacrifice. The Air Nation will reclaim its nomadic roots and roam the earth.
You're
Unlike
gonna...
our ancestors, we will serve people of all nations to restore balance and peace.
I'm so proud of you, of my people.
I vow that we will do everything in our power to follow in your footsteps and bring harmony to the world. Let us anoint the Master who will help lead us in our new path.
Jinora. Korra. Do I need to tell you that I was emotional during this episode, that they made me cry, that they surprised me a lot. That I can tell you that they surprised me with that end, with that solution. So I was wrong. The year was sincere. It was not a personal quest, you know, the fact that right there he wanted to have Korra also. That was a personal quest, the fact that he needed to fly and stuff like that. Like, still I think that he wanted to have more power right there. But everything about Korra was for the Red Lotus objective, you know, about having freedom into this world, everyone to be free. So if you don't want any leaders, of course you don't want an avatar who can lead everyone, you know, like, so it was logical for them not to try to kill the avatar, but to try to destroy the Avatar cycle, when I understood that, you know, that they wanted to do that, I cried because she already lost the connection with the past lives. They didn't disappear, they were not destroyed. That's not the word that they used, the writers. She lost the connection. I'm not gonna come back to that. And no, I'm not gonna give up on that. Tell me whatever you want on the comments. I'm not gonna give up on that. Call me in denial. I don't care. I don't want to give up. I already think that, know that about the past lives. So to imagine that the Avatar cycle could be destroyed, no. During the same moment, we had all of Aang's kids and also Aang's grandkids in a bad position. No. They managed to save Korra because the Airbenders joined their forces because of Jinora, who again saved them all by leading them, by having the right idea at the right time and all of that. And just, you know, the fact that the Avatar cycle can be saved because of Airbenders being back. It's killing me that she lost the connection with the past life, because it means that Aang didn't see that. I would have wished, you know, for Aang to see that moment. To see the Airbenders back and being that great and that powerful and that clever, and the fact that they are so amazing that they are saving the Avatar herself and all of the cycle of the Avatar. Aang should have watched that. It happened, and after that it was again Jinora who said that they can save Korra because the poison, you know, it's made of metal, so you can get it out, so you can save her. Really, Jinora, the two last seasons, you know, season 2 and season 3, we won because of you, Jinora. Without you, it would have been the end of the world, the end of the Avatar, the end of everything. Thank you, Jinora. Really. When Asami said, let's go, it's Jinora's day, I knew that it meant that she was gonna become a master during this episode. I got only at the end, you know, that it meant that she was gonna be bald. But just the fact that she's gonna become a master, it means for me, you know, that she's recognized by her father and also by everyone as a master of airbending. Since a long time I'm saying that she can be a good teacher, that she can be a good leader, that she has a lot of things for her, and that's why also, you know, I was annoyed when Tenzin was not treating her well during the last season, when he was not appreciating enough the fact that she had all of these powers and it was wonderful. And during this moment he was more jealous than proud of her, and it made me sad. And since that moment I was so supportive with Jinora, so to have her becoming a master, being recognized for all of the great things that she is, that she can do, her abilities, but also that she can do, like, lead people and all, teach stuff to people and all, it's making me so proud. I have the impression, you know, that she's a good descendant for Aang also, like she's representing everything that an airbender can be, you know, like I'm proud, I'm just proud of her that much. So right there to see her becoming a master, it made me so emotional. I don't know if you saw it with the camera, but really I cried a lot. Is she gonna stay bald? I mean, all of the airbenders that we saw during Aang's memories, all of the ones who had the arrow and all, they were all bald. But Tenzin, he said during this season that it's a choice to be bald or not. Right there, she can be bald for that ceremony, but after that she can have her hair back or not. I don't know. I'm gonna discover that during the season 4. It's gonna be so great to have a kid bald with an arrow who is an airbender. I want to give myself an hug, you know, just to think about it. It's gonna be so cool, it's gonna be so great. Korra, on the other hand, that girl is depressed. Right there, I'm not worried for her physical health. I don't think that it's that, you know. I think that it was more a question of mental health. She looked depressed. She looked like she lost hope. In fact, you know, she lost that battle against the ear, so maybe, you know, she had a really bad opinion about herself, about her responsibility as the avatar, things like that, which are making me think that it's more a question of her mood, you know, her mental health, than about her physical health. But I'm glad that it's gonna be a question, you know, for the season 4, because it's an important one, and it's good to have that being explored into the Legend of Korra, into a show like that. So Mingwa and the other guy, they were killed also during this episode, like the Earth's girlfriend. Before that, we had the Earth Queen who died. Like, I have the impression that we had more deaths during this season than during all of the seasons of Avatar The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. If we are thinking really about people dying, important people, you know, characters that we know dying. No? Like, I have the impression that they were not afraid of killing people right there on screen, showing it directly. It's weird. We didn't resolve the situation in Basic Say. I said it, that it was too much, you know, all of the things that we had to resolve for the end of this season. Oh, we need to resolve the situation in Basic Say. Like, really, I know that after the season 4 of The Legend of Korra, it's gonna be over. We need to resolve the situation in Basic Say. I'm gonna fight for it during all of the season 4. That's gonna be my mojo for the season 4. We need to save Basic Say. Zuko was there, but we didn't see him a lot. He didn't meet Spirit Hero. No Toph. That's not really fair. You know, I'm not taking it well, you know, the fact that the writers did that, the fact that they mentioned Toph during this season, the fact that Toph was still alive, was hiding, the fact that she can return at any moment and all, and the fact that they're not doing it during this season, it's really just, you know, to bait people and also maybe producers to give money for the season 4. And it's not fair, you know, for the viewers. Like, you're playing with the viewers doing that. I know they never promised that we were gonna see Toph, but by mentioning her, that she's alive, everything about her daughters and all during this season, and we had also Zuko's back, for sure we were expecting Toph also to be back right there. I don't approve. I understand the logic, the marketing logic behind that. I understand, I can almost agree with it, you know, if I'm thinking about it only for a marketing reason. If I'm thinking about it as a writing thing, you know, no. It's not logical with how you're writing your season, your show and all of that. Okay, we're gonna see how during the next season. I have time to prepare myself. Really, I want my reunion between Zuko, Katara and Toph. I want it. And if Spirit Hero can come during that moment or on another occasion with Zuko, we'll see. So yes, we have the situation in Ba Sing Se to resolve. We have still people of the Red Lotus who are gonna be after Korra and or who are just gonna try to bring more chaos into this world. Now they succeeded with Ba Sing Se. We have the situation with Korra to resolve. We have Toph to have back. I mean, we already have a lot of things to think about, and like always, they're gonna bring another narrative arc for the season, another enemy, big enemy, or maybe an old one who is gonna come back. I don't know. It can be great, you know, for the final season to have an old enemy coming back. We'll see. It was a great final season. You know, in comparison of the last episodes of the season 2, I was disappointed about it because I really loved the season 2 a lot, but I was disappointed by the final episodes because the writers ended a lot of stories really quick and without giving any explanation, and I didn't appreciate it. Again, I understand why they did it and I can imagine the explanations that they didn't give me, but it's not working like that, guys. If you are writing well your show, you don't need your viewers to have the imagination that you're supposed to have. Do you understand what I mean? Like, it's their job to do that, not ours. Like, we are really nice fans if we are doing their jobs at their place, you know, like, it's okay, I can live with it. It's not unforgivable for them what they did at the end of the season 2. Allow me to say that it was not a good final episode. It was a good season, the season 2, but not a good final episode. Right there, this season 3, I really loved it. Because in comparison of the season 2, all of our guys were together, were not mad at each other, were not fighting against each other. The mood of it was really different. It was really a team season. When the season 2, it was really everyone being divided and mad at each other. Really, during this season, we were like that. So the mood was cool, the story was cool, the new villains were also great. I really preferred it. And the conclusion of it with this final episode, in my opinion, that was great. And as you saw, it worked on me. I was really emotional. And not only because I'm really tired right now and I'm more emotional than usually. Okay, so I will see you in another day for the season 4, because I'm gonna end today my session of binge watching. That's it, like I need to go to take a nap, you know, or something like that. Like it's the middle of the afternoon, I'm gonna ruin my day with that nap, but I need it, I need one right there. And I need also to take some medications, like really I can feel it that I'm beginning to be sick. Oh, and I'm gonna put the 4 reaction parts for these 2 final episodes on my Patreon, if you can be interested by that, and also to support me, you know. It's advantages that I'm giving you if you are choosing to support me on Patreon. I'm giving you things that you can enjoy, like extended or 4 reaction parts, like advance also on videos for The Legend of Korra. It's 4 episodes of advance. For other shows it can be 1 week, 2 weeks of advance. You have 1 month of advance for my reaction videos about the movies, and you are choosing them, the movies that I'm reacting to on Patreon. You have also drawings each Saturday. You have also letters that I'm sending to you if you are following me for a long time. You have advantages that I'm giving to you, because if you are supporting me, it means that you are giving me stuff and I want to give you back stuff. So I thought about all of these advantages. So if you want, you have my Patreon. And again, if you can't, it's okay, you know, I'm not your mother, I'm not gonna be mad at you and all, and it's not an order that I'm giving to you, it's just something in addition that you can do for me, more than what you can do right now on YouTube if you want to support me by subscribing, liking, commenting. I need to finish this video. It's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for blah blah blah. No, I'm too tired. Let's do it again. It's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye. Oh, I'm gonna take a nap. Really a big one.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.